guys, hope you're all doing well. Bliss Lady here with another pick a card reading. If it's your first time over here, hi and welcome. And if you guys are coming back, it is amazing to see you. All right, my darlings, so this pick a card reading is going to be extra special because we've teamed up with the amazing Gabriella from Spirituality with Gabriella to bring you a full rundown of your love life in 2022. She is a fantastic tarot reader and her readings always resonate with me. And this is not the first collaboration that we're doing. So this is how it's going to go, you guys. If you are single and ready to mingle, then you are sticking with me and I am going to be doing your reading. But if you guys are in a relationship, situationship, or you have someone in your heart or your head, then your reading is with the lovely Gabriella. The link to her reading, I'm going to post it here and I'm also going to have it in the description box below this video together with time codes and all the other information in case you guys missed this intro. All right, my darlings, let's get this party started. So if you guys are completely single, ready to mingle, ready to meet new people, ready to meet your future spouse, ready to start dating again, this is your reading. So we're going to have three options. This is option number 1 with the smoky quartz. Option number 2 with the pink quartz. And option number 3 with a clear quartz. Yeah, it's all about quartzes today, you guys. So see which crystal, which quartz you're mostly drawn to. Do not overthink it. Yeah, use your intuition. But if you do need a bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and start with option number 1. Option number 1, hi and welcome to your reading, darlings. If you were drawn to the smoky quartz, I'm putting it next to the heart over here. Let's go ahead and find out what your love life looks like in 2022. We're going to start off with tarot and then I have a couple of oracle decks over here as well. But let's take a look. Is there a meeting of someone, a meeting of someone special? Let's see what's going on with you. And straight away we have the Lovers. So some of you guys could be Gemini. Some of you guys could be from Italy. Some of you might have a G or a J in your name. This is so beautiful, guys. So for you in 2022, your love life is actually going to be much more active than it was before. It's literally showing me a year that's going to be filled with passion, a year that's going to be filled with falling in love. And you know when you fall in love, like head over heels. This is such a beautiful and strong start. Option number 1. Oh my God. Let's keep going, yeah? Let's keep going. See what else is going on. How it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, with whom. What else is it that you need to know about your love life? Oh my God. But only just this one card has a lot of energy in it. We have the transformation with the death over here. So I know you guys are here because you're single and ready to mingle, but I feel for some of you with this death card, it's in 2022, you're actually finally going to be able to cut some cords that you couldn't cut before. And what's interesting is there's a big transformation when it comes to your sexuality. A big transformation where you relieve a lot of blocks. You let go of a lot of blocks when it comes to your sexuality, when it comes, like some of you literally, and I know this is like a general reading, guys, but for some of you, it's literally, you might have lost somebody you loved. And you might have been in this grieving period where you didn't allow yourself to like completely have fun, completely fall in love. You know what I mean? There was always like something at the back of your mind. And here it's like you're saying goodbye to something, but you know, like this is it, like you're literally saying goodbye and you're never coming back to this energy again. You're never coming back to this sadness again. You're never coming back to those restrictions again. Because here we have the Ace of Wands, which is very much about sexuality, you guys, which is very much about passion, very much about adventure. And again, they're showing me like all seasons. They're showing me that throughout the year, you're going to be enjoying yourself. You're going to be filled with passion, filled with desire, filled with, like very intense emotions. And literally, I mean, look at this energy of the Gemini in this particular deck. This is very much about being swept off of your feet. For some of you, this could be happening while traveling or in a different location to where you are. But look, there's such a big transformation, guys. So here in 2022, you're going to be feeling more attractive, more accepted. I'm getting that song from, I think it's Beyonce and somebody else. It's like, feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. When you're walking, and even like the way that you're going to walk is going to change. Like I'm seeing you with your shoulders pulled back, with your back straight, with your chin held high. And you're going to be turning heads. Literally, guys, you are turning heads over here. Option number 1. And it's interesting that you were drawn to the smoky quartz, because this has a lot to do with clearing negativity, clearing all sorts of things. So it might even be like you guys have given up on yourself, have given up on your love life, more like it. You're like, oh, blush, Lily, I've been single for years and I didn't think things would happen. And I thought that, there aren't any men or any women left, or you know what I mean? But no, here it's like a firework. It's like, a burst of color, a burst of emotion. They're literally showing me like those bursts of pleasure. But you guys, it's like you have gone through a very difficult period, through a long period. Even for some of you, it could be like 8, 9, 10 years of solitude, or of people who never got to touch your heart. Who never got to your heart, who never got to your soul. So maybe they had access to other parts of you, but they never got to the important stuff, to the soul, to the heart. And here it looks like there's this energy of being swept off of your feet, guys. And it has a lot to do with setting yourself free, with confidence, with sensuality, with how you present yourself to the world. Two people who might be brothers, friends, or cousins are coming through over here. Or you guys might have like a brother or a sister, and maybe that's a twin. But there's this energy where I see a lot of you guys like literally getting ready for a lot of dates. A lot of dates, and maybe, with the Gemini energy over here, with the lovers, it could even be that you guys might end up dating or going on dates with more than 1, 2, or even 3 people. But it's like there's a lot of activity that's going on over here. A lot of activity. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then leave it. Because I know a lot of you are like, okay, I just want the one. But for those of you who want to experiment, for those of you who want to see what else is out there after a long period of, being alone, because if you don't try, you never know. And it looks like you guys are going to be willing to try to go on dates with people from different places, from different religions, different cultures, Some of you might even experiment with, they keep telling me with people you never like felt the attraction to before, but here it's like you were curious. So this has a lot to do with curiosity as well. However you want to take a look at that. But for quite a few of you, there are going to be two people, and you might be attracted to two people. Very interesting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Option number one. You guys are on fire today. I mean, look at this. Some of you might be meeting the one in 2022. Some of you guys might be, meeting somebody at the beginning of the year. And honestly, by the end of the year, you're already engaged. Because again, it's being swept off of your feet. It could be that everything happens really fast and then you just know that this is the person that you want to be with. So option number one for you, it's such a positive and even a bit of a vanilla reading, but these are the cards. Some of you might be meeting the person whom you're going to marry in 2022. For others of you, it could be that you might be meeting the person or even two people at a wedding. You might be going to a particular event, which could be a wedding, which could be a wedding anniversary as well. And you could be meeting somebody there. But your whole year, honestly, it's an energy of joy, an energy of experimentation, an energy of being swept off your feet, an energy of experiencing emotions that you haven't experienced for quite some time. Oh my gosh, option number one. You're stealing the show so far. I know you're like the first pile, but you're stealing the show so far. Let's take a look at what else your spiritual team wants you to know about your love life in 2022. What other details do you need to know? This is beautiful. This is like exactly what I was saying about feeling yourself. Self-love. A lot of, well, since this is a love reading, but there is a lot of like self-love indicated for you over here. And I feel you guys have literally been linked to somebody. It could be an ex, it could be a parent, but somebody was literally stealing your shine. Somebody was not okay with you shining. They were intimidated, or they were jealous, or they were envious. There might have been people telling you that, oh, in order to be loved, you need to do this. Nobody's just going to love you just because you are. Do you know what I mean? That sort of toxic energy that was coming from someone. And that's why you guys were so drawn to this smoky quartz. That this negativity is going to be cleared in 2022. Because you guys are going to be doing things that are going to be good for you. You guys are going to be going for people who are, who are good to you, who are kind to you. And you're not going to think that this is boring or whatever. You're going to love it. Because you yourself will start treating yourself with a lot of love, with a lot of respect. You will feel loved. And this is so important. Because sometimes, we get in a relationship and we don't get the energy. We keep thinking, well, it will come with time, or if I change, then this person will love me, or anything along those lines. But here, you're putting yourself first. And this is why people are being drawn to you like a magnet. Because you become sexy, you become confident, you become radiant, you become attractive. You move differently, you look different, you even smell different. Do you know what I mean? You smell like confidence, you smell like self-love. It could be that you guys might be, for some of you might drastically be changing your appearance. Different color hair, there might be some changes in your body shape, the way that you dress, the way that you express yourself. For some of you, I'm even getting, I don't know what it is. It might just be for one or two people out there. You might have been thinking about changing your name. And some of you will be like, yeah, you know what? I didn't resonate with my name. And you might change that, or you might like, yeah, change your name, change, like there's a lot of change here. It's almost like you're gonna be saying goodbye to an old part of you, to an old self, and taking a dive into the sea of love, into the sea of dating. And yes, there are going to be some people you're not going to be okay with, you're not going to be cool with, but guys, this is looking so promising and so good. I feel a lot of you guys, for option number one, you're very unique, but it could be that you were trying to maybe to look a certain way because you felt like you had to look a certain way. Like, for example, if you have like really, really curly hair, you might have been straightening them, you know, or if you have like different color eyes, you might have been putting in contact. Do you know what I'm saying? And it could be for some of you, you literally guys are, you know, the drastic change over here is to come back to, you know, what you have, to come back to your natural look. For some of you. For others of you, it's the complete opposite. Look at this. With self-love, you will heal the fear of true love. A lot of you guys are finding true love. These cards aren't cherry-picked. These cards are coming out as we speak. So it looks like option number one, 2022 is going to be very big when it comes to your love life. A lot of you are afraid. But they're saying self-love will heal your fear of true love. Because for some of you, your understanding of true love is like wrong. Like somebody might have tried to control you in the past and say, it's because I love you. Or somebody might have been trying to keep changing you all the time, say, it's because I love you, and all of that. You know, those like this, it's because I love you, this whole manipulation tactic. But a lot of you guys, first and foremost, I just want to also say that a lot of you guys are very much into music or into musicians. You might be meeting somebody who's a musician. For some of you, it's meeting somebody who's quite popular, by the way, a popular musician, a well-known musician. But for a lot of you guys, true love. Oh my God. I keep saying, oh my God, because this is so exciting. Let's see what advice your spiritual team has for you when it comes to your love life with this deck. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Yeah, you will realize that something that matters to you now, it won't matter in a year. They're saying you're going to have a different perspective. So a lot of things that you might find yourself worrying about at this particular time, your spiritual team is like, don't worry about it. Zoom out. And again, very much about coming back to yourself, very much coming back to your authentic self, wearing what you want to wear, saying what you want to say. The cosmic heart. Some of you guys might associate yourself with star seeds. And like I said, jump in. Exactly what I was just been channeling. Jumping in. Andromedian energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. Don't be afraid to say yes to the change that's coming your way. A lot of you guys are actually quite psychic as well. With this eye, I just want to mention that some of you are quite psychic, and with this love comes acceptance, and with this acceptance comes alignment, and with this alignment comes your heightened intuition. Heightened intuition. Some of you guys, you literally have been feeling this person or maybe even those two people coming in for like months. For months and months and months. And for some of you, this is what I'm hearing. This person that you're going to meet, the person you might fall in love with, yeah, if you conquer the fear, they will look like somebody you might have seen in your dreams, or like you're going to be taken aback by how familiar they seem, even though it's going to be a completely new person for a lot of you, for the majority of you. You're going to be really taken aback by how familiar they seem. It could be for some of you, if you believe in incarnations, it could be like somebody you already incarnated with in a past life. All right, lovely. Option number 2. This is what I have for you, my darlings. Do not forget to claim the magic of this reading down in the comments. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe really helps the channel out. If you feel you would benefit from a personal reading, send me an email. The email is in the description box below. So it's the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2, if you were drawn to the pink quartz. Hi and welcome to your reading. Are you guys ready to find out what your love life is going to be like in 2022? Let's take a look. We're going to start off with tarot. Okay, guys, so there's definitely an indication that there is a lot of communication with someone over the internet, through social media, through dating apps, through, I don't know, friends of friends. There's a lot of, they're showing me chatting, there's a lot of texting, a lot of sexting, a lot of getting out. They're telling me like letting go of the blues. Letting go of the blues over here. Some of you, and again, guys, there's part of you, yeah, you chose like this reading because you guys are single and ready to mingle. However, the cards are telling me that for some of you, deep at night when nobody's looking, they're still longing for somebody. When you listen to a particular song, to a particular music, your mind wanders off to a particular place, a time. So there's somebody you're missing, somebody you might still be thinking about. And it doesn't have to be love. I think for some of you, there's this energy of regret. And this whole like, the vibe of like being, there's lots of loneliness. But I think a lot of you guys are linked to being very artistic. And you somehow find a way to channel your previous experiences. But here, it's the energy of getting your closure. Because somebody over here is going to be coming through. And it's the internet for a lot of you. It could also be while traveling. Let me see. Okay, guys, some of you could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy over here. Somebody who is a policeman, somebody who is in the army. Maybe somebody who gathers a lot of information. You're going to be somebody's muse. Okay, very artistic pile. Option number 2, a very artistic pile. So I'm seeing that people are going to be liking your pictures. There's some people, honestly, who will want to draw you. And this will do wonders for your self-esteem, because here it's this energy where people are very drawn to you because of how unique you are, because of how connected you are to yourself. So there's this energy. I don't know why I keep hearing like Bella, Bella. Have you guys been thinking about going to Italy or something? Some of you might be meeting somebody from Italy because I keep hearing Bella, Bella. And again, over the internet, they keep showing me like somebody liking your pictures. So there are going to be messages coming through. There are going to be messages coming through from people liking your style, liking the, you know, like your overall vibe. There's a lot of compliments that are coming through. So in 2022, like you guys are going to be forgetting about like whoever it is that your mind still goes to. Now, for some of you, what I'm seeing is meeting an older and very wealthy man. And I know some of you are like, oh my God, sugar daddy. Yeah, for some of you, it could be. But this is very, no, this is actually a man who has a lot of values. Could be a woman as well, but this is a very male energy. Because this is like the owner of a business. This is somebody who is very aristocratic, very well brought up. And they're very wealthy. Usually the King of Pentacles is somebody married, but in this particular deck, this is somebody who's single. So single and ready to mingle as well over here, guys. All right, let's see. And it could be, this is very interesting, and this is coming through very strongly for some of you guys. This could be somebody who's a producer. This could be somebody who might help you with your art, with your creations. So there's this energy where you might be putting out something that you do out into the world. This is what I was getting. I see. All right, so I've put the puzzle pieces together. Something happened to you in the past which caused a lot of negative emotions. But you, being you, with your talents, you've channeled it into something beautiful, a song, a picture, I don't know, a drawing, you know what I mean? Like you use your talents to channel the energies of you, energies of the divine, yeah? And you put it on the internet, and it could be that it wasn't popular for some time, or there was no response. So it could be like, yeah, you taking pictures, you writing poems, you writing books, and it could be that, you know, there was no success as such. And look at this, in 2022, not only, guys, you're going to be having love come into your life, but it's also success and recognition with the Six of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing is there's going to be somebody coming through who's going to invest in you financially, and who's going to be investing their time, investing their knowledge, it's like, honestly, like connections, money, status, because this person has status. And they have a lot of connections, and it's like your work is being seen. Your work is being popular. Your work is being accepted. Your pictures are being taken. So somebody like literally might like want a picture of you. I don't know why I keep hearing it. And I don't mean like picture like, I mean a picture like literally like drawn. Some of you guys might be meeting somebody, if you're into art, somebody in an art school. You might be a model, that you might be asked to be a model for somebody who draws. For some of you, it's a model over the internet, because I'm seeing like people are looking at you. People are seeing you. People are seeing your art, whatever it is. Dancing, but it's very much about self-expression. And passion. And passion. I absolutely love that. It was this card came out for option number 1 as well, guys. This is so much about passion. So there's definitely a romance that's coming through. If you're not resonating with an older, wealthier gentleman, it could be, again, meeting somebody through the connections. And again, we have this energy of regret, of something in the past. It's this vibe where you guys are going to realize how much effort you've put in with the wrong people. It's going to be like an epiphany. Because again, it's like, again, you keep coming back in your head to somebody, but then this new energy, it like takes over. It takes over. It erases the pain. It doesn't erase the experience, but it erases the pain, and you don't feel pain anymore. And you're like, you're going to decide for yourself in 2022, you're like, never ever am I going to be putting an effort into a relationship where I don't see the other person doing the same. And it's going to be a very important year for you in your love life and just in your life as well. In general, you're going to be changing your perspective about giving and receiving in relationships. Because here, some of you might be surprised how selfless people can be. Just because you were always the ones who are selfless. You were always the ones who were giving. You were always the ones who were watering somebody with love and compliments and support, and never really getting it back. Even for some of you guys, when it comes to sex, you know, you could have been the one who was always giving rather. And here it's the different energy. It's the energy where you are given, where you get what's yours. And it just feels different. Very powerful energy over here. Some of you guys, your name could be Hope. But here again, you're becoming more hopeful. You're becoming more open. You guys are going to be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. And yeah, like I said, look at this. A lot of social media attention. A lot of people trying to get your reply, your attention. Though the likes and pictures and communication and messages, you guys are going to be very much in demand. So it's very artistic, and with you guys with love life, it has a lot to do with self-love. Like there, of course, are the people over here. You might be meeting people. And it's interesting, this person might even come through, but it doesn't look like you guys are just like going to be interested at all. You're going to be like, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Look at this. Option number 2. Could be meeting somebody very important. This is a card of a soulmate. This is a card of a twin flame. This is a card of somebody you are meant to meet. It's very interesting. A soul connection is a beautiful energy. An energy where you resonate with the person. An energy where you're made up of the same star stuff. So for some of you guys, this is so powerful. You're going to see that you had to go through some very difficult situations in order to find your footing, in order to set up your boundaries, in order to have this realization that, you know, relationships are about give and take, not just about giving and not just about taking. And it looks like you would have done enough work. It looks like you would have done enough healing. Although for some of you, it's still going backwards and forwards, but that's normal in a healing process. It's not linear. It's going back, forwards, up, down, there, back, you know, under the bed, over the bed, and everywhere. It's like a maze. But, you know, sometimes you have to take two steps back and one forwards, but it's still progress. It's still progress. Because the next day you can take one more step forward and one more step forward. But it is leading you towards the soul connection. So for a lot of you guys, for option number 2, there's definitely an energy of meeting somebody extra special. Healing is indicated. Now, for some of you guys, this is a general reading. It might start off with no strings attached. It might start off as something that's not serious. It might start off as friends with benefits energy. And again, if it's not resonating with you, then leave it. Yeah. But for some of you, there's a very good indication that it might start off as fun. It might start off as, you know, nothing serious, but then it actually turns into something really serious. And not serious that you don't smile ever. I mean, like, committed relationship. This actually has, you know, a very good vibe when it comes to having fun, when it comes to exploration of one another. Let's see what advice your spiritual team has for you when it comes to your love life. Lovely option number 2. Option number 2 for 2022. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Okay, my darlings, this is very much about star ancestors. Number 3 could be very important. Some of you guys have a very strong connection to Egypt. Yeah, ancestors are actually going to be helping you, especially helping you when it comes to your love life in 2022. They're saying that be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. This is the main thing when you need to look a little bit deeper. They're saying that there's time to compromise, but when it comes to love, this is not the time to compromise, and especially in 2022. Don't settle for anything less, because you will have a lot of options. And they're saying don't settle out of fear that there's nobody else. Don't settle because you want somebody to be something that they're not. Saying look deeper. Don't look at what the person is saying. Look at what the person is doing. Actions speak louder than words. Your ancestors will give you intuitive nudges. Your ancestors will give you signs, synchronicities. So make sure you pay attention. The golden children. Yeah, you guys are like, oh my God, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. You guys are very talented, very talented. The golden children. Very, very special. And this is not to stroke your ego, but for you to remind you how amazing you are, because a lot of you have forgotten. And you guys are going to be doing a lot of inner child work in order to bring like some really good and healthy relationships in 2022. Be tender with yourself. They're like, stop giving yourself a hard time. Stop, because with this regret energy, I feel that for some of you guys, you might be regretting, like you might be like harsh with yourself, like how could I have not seen this coming? How could I allow this person to treat me that way? How did I end up in this like silly situation? They're saying don't do that. You did what you thought was right at this point, at that point in time. Now you would have done something different, but it doesn't matter because now you're wiser. And they're saying like stop blaming yourself, stop putting blame upon yourself. And channel your rare gifts and embrace them. You guys are very tender. You guys are very sweet. A lot of you. A lot of empaths. You take on much more than you need to. very creative. And but that's what I was saying, like, you know, you're channeling your energies, but you have to be very protective of your heart, of your energies, of your inner child. And one last card for you, option number 2. Cellular healing. You guys are going through a lot of healing. My gosh. Not only your heart, but your mind, your body, physical and emotional healing. This whole situation with hope, with the star, with guidance, it will give you healing of the past. I'm hearing again, your heart is going to sing again. And little by little, you'll be putting pieces of yourself back together. Allow it to happen. Option number 2. Don't stand in the way of healing. But you're going to be very popular. All right, lovely. Option number 2. This is where I'm going to end your reading, my darlings. Don't forget to claim it down in the comments. Say, I claim it, to have this energy, the magical energy of the reading come into your life. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you guys feel you would benefit from a personal reading, do send me an email. The email is in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi, and welcome to your reading, darlings. If you were drawn to the clear quartz, let's go ahead and find out what your love life is going to be like in 2022. I'm be taking a look at what's going to happen. Let's start off with tarot first. And then I have a couple of oracle decks over here for the details. All right, what's going on over here? Option number 3. Oh my God. Okay, straight away, the Ace of Cups. Today's reading just literally blew my mind, guys. All 3 options are just wow. So much energy over here. But look at this. I want you to know, option number 3, there's going to be a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity. So, let me see. And a lot of peace. So if you guys have been wondering, like, there's this energy where there's something that you don't know. What is this? Hold on. It's like somebody's trying to hide something from me. What? Give me a second. What is going on over here? Oh, I see. Guys, okay. Option number 3. You, my darlings, have a secret admirer. Or you will have a secret admirer in 2022. For sure. Yeah? And they're going to make themselves known. Because, I mean, this is so amazing. The combination of the Ace of Cups, the combination of the Lovers over here, and the amazing Queen of Cups. This is all about emotions. And for a lot of you, you guys have a secret admirer, or literally, you know, you will have a secret admirer. This could be somebody you put in a friend zone, or you will put in a friend zone at the beginning, but then, because they're showing me it's like, you know, meeting somebody or being next to somebody who makes you feel so at peace, who makes you feel so accepted, but somebody who is for some reason hiding their feelings. And there's this energy where a lot of unexpected things are going to be happening in your love life in 2022, option number 3. It's going to be an eye-opening year, an eye-opening energy. so much clarity, and you're like, oh my God, I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now. I think a lot of you guys are option number 3. Bless, you've been crying a lot lately, haven't you? A lot of you have been questioning whether you're lovable. A lot of you have been questioning why you tend to give a lot to people and they just take it and they don't give it back. And here the message comes through. It's like you were never asking for too much. You were just asking the wrong people. And here it's like your heart feels whole again. Your heart feels complete again. But the most important thing is like you are at peace. You're feeling safe. And see, we have the gate over here. And the gate is opened. So you guys are going to be more open to receiving love. More open to get out there and communicate with people. Get out there and be with people. Maybe a lot of you for option number 3, you went into the hermit mode. And became an introverted introvert. And some of you guys might be introvert, but some of you guys are extroverts that were forced to become introverts, that were forced to retreat. Because a lot of you guys are very sensitive and a lot of you are very emotional. And a lot of you have lost hope, but here it's the energy of hope, the energy of peace, and the energy of being open to the world again. Not just to love, but you know, love does this thing where you're open to the world and you try to see the best in people. So somebody is going to take off the mask where they pretend not to like you, not to love you, not to have their heart skip a bit whenever they see you or hear your name. Because here, option number 1, you're going to find out about somebody who was crushing on you for a long time. But also there's this energy, you know, where this person has been defending your honor behind your back. And you're going to be so impressed. Like somebody will tell you, you know what, this happened and they were talking like BS about you and this person stood up, and it could even be that this person kicked someone's ass because they were being mean to you behind your back, you know? Like you guys are going to realize that someone has your back without you having to ask. Someone protects your honor. Someone protects your name. And you're going to be so shocked for some time. And then you'll realize like, oh my God, I have feelings for this person as well. Like you guys are going to see something really clearly. And I feel for a lot of you, you know, it's somebody you're either going to friend zone at the beginning, or this is a secret admirer. For some of you, you might end up going on a holiday with a group of friends. And it could be like, you know, during some sort of celebration or after you know, a nice dinner where it's like, because I'm seeing like, you know, it's nighttime, like you just had dinner or you had drinks, and then they just lean in and kiss you and you're like, what? But then funny enough, you're like, oh my God, that feels good. That feels right. That makes sense. And you just sort of melt into their arms. You're like, okay. Okay, let's see where this goes. And then you sort of stare into each other's eyes like, what just happened? But it feels right. And again, it could be male, it could be female, because I know that, you know, both genders are watching. Like if you're a guy watching, it could be you that leans into her. But it could also be that she just looks at you and she kisses you and you're like, what? And then things like start making sense, because here, option number 3, they're showing me puzzle pieces being pieced together. So you might not have the whole picture. And what's another thing that's indicated over here, my darlings, I know this is like for singles, but there's a very high chance of conception. So if you're not ready, just keep that in mind. But for some of you, you know, there is a high chance of conception. conception, and this is the mummy card as well, nurturing. So some of you guys could be Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be, but look, yeah. My God, my chills are getting chills. The star. A very fated, for a lot of you, a fated meeting. For some of you, you guys are literally going to be meeting somebody who's seen as a star, somebody who's popular, famous, I don't know, over the internet, TikToker, somebody who's well recognized. For some of you, you might be meeting somebody at a concert. They're giving me an energy of like there's a lot of music. Or it could be an opera, it could be a theater, something with, you know, performing arts. But this is a beautiful combination. The star and the lovers. It's like written in the stars, something that's fated, something that was meant to be. Finding your true north with this person. Of course, the compass is also an indication of traveling. So once again, for quite a few of you guys, like they're saying fresh perspective brings fresh thoughts. The star is the energy of hope, of rejuvenation, of support, and of immense amounts of healing. And in this deck, this particular card talks about you will never walk alone under the stars. And I never get tired of repeating it because it just has this amazing energy. Guys, this reading is turning out to be so vanilla. But it's not over yet, so let's see. No, you guys are still going strong. You guys are still like, yeah, again, concert is coming through, guys. Concert, a lot of people like noticing you're uploading. Maybe some of you guys like singing karaoke, you know, because you guys, some of you could be meeting somebody through karaoke. But it's like feeling on top of the world. And the combination of these two cards, actually those three cards, is making the choice, making the right decision, following your calling. So somehow meeting this person, or not, maybe for some of you, you might already know this person, like realizing how they feel towards you, their love, their support. It might help you find your true calling. Might find your forever home. This is what they're telling me. It could be that some of you guys are influencers. You have, you know, quite a few subscribers. You might have your own YouTube channel or TikTok channel or Insta channel or any other channel that you can have on social media. And people are genuinely happy for you. Like, yay, well done. Yeah, you go, guys. Yeah, you know what I mean? And this whole situation is going to be very inspirational. Like you might come up with some really new and exciting stuff. And people are noticing you. So maybe you guys are the stars. Maybe you guys are somebody who's famous or bound to become famous. And this is also, they're showing me your friends are going to be really happy, or like people around you are going to be really happy that you finally found love, that you guys connected. They'll be like, we always knew you would be such a good couple, you know, or like you just look really good together, or you know what I mean? You have this vibe where you're just like, yeah, this is your person. I'm hearing Michael, Natasha, Swen, Rose, Raj. They start giving me names, huh? There's no way of putting this in any other words than wow. You guys, I mean, 2022 is going to be big for a lot of us when it comes to love, honestly. But look at this. They're saying that you will find Could quite possibly be meeting the one you're going to marry, because I mean, this combination with this card, what else can I say, guys? Commitment. Somebody you're going to end up marrying. And like I said, this person, they might end up proposing to you, or once again, you might end up getting pregnant, or you might end up getting them pregnant. But there's this energy of commitment, this energy of meeting the person you're meant to be with. And what's interesting for lots of you, and even though it's a general reading, I don't see you guys like dating around, or it's just like a story with one person. A story with one person, because it's fated. So the universe is like, why have distractions? It looks like you learned whatever you had to learn from past relationships. So like at peace, being at peace. You've done your healing. You've done dealing with trust issues and things like this. You rejected this person. You thought you didn't have the chemistry, or you might reject them at the beginning, but it's going to change. They're always going to have hope. Like I said, like at the beginning, it could be one thing, but then universe has its ways. Universe has its ways. Getting, with the caution in reverse, it's like seeing that there's nothing to be afraid of. And again, feeling at peace, feeling calm, feeling protected. There's this energy, you know, of... You might get the wrong idea about this person initially because of gossip, because of people talking BS. And then look at this, you're like, I'm sorry I didn't know. And again, like I said, somebody might be talking about you know, you guys might have a lot of haters, and I don't know if it's because you're popular, because you're pretty, because you're successful. It doesn't matter the reason. The thing is, like, people were talking BS about you, and people were talking BS about this person to you. And that's why you felt like, oh no, that doesn't sound like somebody I want to be with. That doesn't sound, you know what I mean? It's like people were meddling. But here, it doesn't matter, because nobody can mess with fate. Nobody can mess with the universe. Nobody can mess with true love. And it's this energy where you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know. Like, clarity, I didn't know. Like, the truth comes out. They're saying the truth is going to make everything clear. What's the advice from your spiritual team when it comes to your love life? In 2022, lovely option number 3. Yeah, see, wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Don't rush. Let things happen. There's still things happening. Don't rush into things. It will happen organically. Because here I don't see you having to do anything. It's just about waiting, and it's just about doing your thing. And this person will come, The 7 Star Sisters, Birth and Creation, Tapestry of Life, expression. Be discerning. Be discerning. You might have people you call your sisters or your brothers, but they might have bad intentions. Codependency, boundaries, Is this energy where you need to have your boundaries, guys. You need to set your boundaries and be very clear. Clarity is your motto for 2022. Being clear and being honest with yourself. And they're saying you got the love. You got the love to give. You got the love that, that you can share. But it could be that, there might be some people around you who are in codependent relationships who were dragging you into a codependent relationship. And it could be friends, it could be family, it could be, colleagues. And they're like, make sure you have your boundaries, because people will talk. People will try to convince you otherwise. People will try to meddle in your love life. But once again, you will overcome it. You will overcome it. You will see who is who. You will see who got the love for you. You will see who makes you feel good. And there's this beautiful energy of, coming together no matter what, overcoming obstacles, overcoming people's ugliness, and still being together. And feeling like in the arms of this person is where you always belonged. All right, option number 3. This is where I'm going to end your reading, my darlings. Don't forget to claim the magic of this reading. If it resonated with you, write I claim it in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you guys feel you would benefit from a personal reading, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, lovely. Option number 3. Take care of your amazing selves now. Bye.